Introduction. According to Cambridge University Press 2016, neighborhood is the area of a town that surrounds someone's home or the people who live in this area. Improvement in housing discovers the quality of a town's physical environment and be an indicator of an enhancement in the general level of living. Bandar Warisan Puteri was selected to be observed on its neighborhood condition so that audience may have an imaginary of an urban residential relationship, opportunity, advantages and disadvantages of the area, as well as the application to urban study on the effect of the area's characteristics. Welcome to Bandar Warisan Puteri, Seremban Negeri Sembilan. This residential area is located near to the center of state and also near to Ampangan and Lekas Highway. We have made a simple survey in which the respondents are the residents of Bandar Warisan Puteri in order to fulfill the requirement of this assignment. Most of them have income between 3,000 to 5,999, which is consists of 34.8%. And then with income 6,000 to 8,999 with 34.8%, followed by others without income 21.7%, and residents with income 9,000 and above with 8.7%. Based on the observation, it seems that most of the residents in Precinct 9 are Malay, with about 3% of them are Indian and 4% Chinese. Question 2. What are the relationships like in the neighborhood? Generally, an association has been created in this neighborhood and it becomes the motivating factor that helps the residents to know each other and strengthen their cohesion as neighbors. This association has also makes them become more organized. Through this organization, the committee had teamed up to develop the Surah Al-Hijrah in Precinct 9. Some of the programs that they have organized are neighborhood meeting, Hari Raya Aidiladha celebration, Takbir Raya in selected houses, Bandar Warisan Puteri football team, Kayuhan Amal Surah Al-Hijrah, Women Gathering by Reciting Salawat. Other than that, the initiative to maintain the residents' relationship, especially the Muslims, is by having a WhatsApp group. Even though there are many initiatives taken to strengthen the relationships among neighbors, there are still a few conflicts that occur in the neighborhood. The first issue is to assign the best person who could hold the responsibility with integrity. Another conflict that has happened is the collection of monthly security fees from every member. There is also respondents say that conflict may happen in accepting opinions, especially for some residents that thinks that they are professional and have status. The respondents agree that the neighborhood relationship is existed through wedding or other ceremonies, religious programs, gotong royong, neighborhood meeting, sports, and safety. Most of the respondents characterize the residents as friendly, followed by concern to each other, and helpful. Question 3. What are the problems exist in the neighborhood? From the survey, we found that majority of the respondents, which is 69.6%, said that they are having problems with the security issue and crimes in the neighborhood. Next, other respondents also stated that there were limited supplementary facilities, about 52.2%, communication problems, 43.5%, lack of public transportation, 43.5%, high cost of living, 52.2%, far from the public services such as hospital, police station and also fire station, about 30.4%. Then, the existence of foreign workers, infrastructure problem, cleanliness problem, social problems, and conflicts among neighbors are minor problems at the neighborhood. Question 4. What opportunities exist in the neighborhood? First opportunity is school that will lead to development of education. From our research finding, education field in Bandar Warisan Puteri are well developed. This because we found that education development started from nursery to high school. In that area, it has two schools, which are Sekolah Kebangsaan Warisan Puteri and Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Warisan Puteri. The next opportunity is that there are other services that were available not far from the area, which are Z-Mart Supermarket, 7-Eleven, Pharmacy Alpro, One Malaysia Clinic, and also private clinic. Even though these services are not in the neighborhood, but they stay near from the area, so it will not become a burden for the resident to get the services needed. Then, we move to opportunities that Bandar Warisan Puteri is lacking in. Firstly, they lack in terms of transportation, in which transportation really play an important part, especially public transportation, that will help in reducing traffic congestion in developing area. Then, the area lacks in terms of employment opportunities. Based on our finding, certain people in the area were teachers at the school in the area. Advantages of Bandar Warisan Puteri. Firstly, it is a gated society. According to Noor et al. 2015, gated society is a society that have physical barriers that become a wall to improve society and refuge from criminal activities. Outsiders need to get a pass first and will be asked few questions who they need to see, and the guards will ask confirmation from the owner of the house first. Secondly, harmony environment in Bandar Warisan Puteri. Since all residents were knowledgeable, professional, and busy with their job, there will be no cases such as fight over small things. Thirdly, residents get to mingle with people that have high education. Every people can share and exchange their opinion and knowledge. There will be many ideas and solutions voiced out from them, and all of it will become an effective way to solve any problem arise. Fourthly, responsiveness of the residents. Responsiveness means that people are able to react fast on what they heard or any problems arising. Since this area is a gated society, so everyone will become more beware and responsive. If there is something not right or suspicious happens, they will quickly call the security guard to check on it. By having responsive residents, it will really help the guard in order to protect the area, because as a neighbor, they will become more close to each other. Disadvantages of Bandar Warisan Puteri. Firstly, there is less society activity among the residents. This happens because everyone is busy working and do not have time to gather among the residents and make society activities. Even though there are activities organized, there are lack of responses from them, and not all residents give cooperation to join the program. At the end, there will only be the same person who will join the society program in the residential area. Secondly, there is no action taken to improve the playground area. Even though complaints have been made, but the responsible person do not take any action on it. If the damage of playground are not being repaired, it will give effect and endanger the kids. The third point is open burning. Open burning happens because some of the residents like to burn their trash at the housing area. The heavy smoke from the trash burn will affect other residents and it will cause air pollution. Supposedly, they need to gather all the trash and put in the plastic bag, and later on, garbage truck will take it. Fourthly, residents at the housing area are less friendly among each other. This happens because everyone is busy working, so they have lack of communication with each other. In addition, as they have lack of society activities among them, hence this become a reason that some people at the housing area have lack of bonding between them. Question 5. What is the quality of the conditions of your neighborhood? Urban development defines as the social, cultural, economic and physical development of cities, same as the core causes of these processes. The migration of a population from rural area to urban area, which are developed towns and cities, will lead to urbanization. The neighborhoods with different environment, either in urban areas and rural areas, give effects on everyone in terms of society, individuals' own personal stresses such as poverty and negative events within the family or workplace and others. There are some major indicator variables to analyze quality of neighborhood, which are housing consumption such as dwelling size and occupancy rates, connection to services like levels of main infrastructure such as water, sanitation, waste disposal, neighborhood characteristics, and other community facilities and location characteristics. The first quality is the intervention of local government, which is Seremban Municipal Council, to capture stray dogs at the neighborhood area. Stray dogs or free roaming dogs are dogs that on the street, they are not controlled by people. It usually refers to street dogs, wild dogs that freely roam villages and small communities, unfettered, without a real home or permanent residence. It may effects on people's surrounding through spreading new diseases and may give nuisance and harm residents. Thus, Seremban Municipal Council has appointed a contractor to catch these animals. Besides, since the total number of stray dogs was large, the local government will lead these operations from time to time to ensure they will have no issue that may harm the residents in the neighborhood area. Secondly, Seremban Municipal Council also involves cooperation between Solid Waste Management (SWM) because of the issue of garbage disposal. The issue arise of garbage disposal is one of the serious issues that will lead to environment pollution at the neighborhoods area. The garbage collection at the residential area is frequent, which is around 2 times in a week. To ensure this effort is carried out effectively, the residents must all give cooperation by doing several ways such as dispose all household food and organic waste into a separate disposal bag and do not mix it with recyclable items. Thirdly, the availability of police officer. There are several factors in neighborhoods that may contribute to the defense of a neighborhood against crime and disorder, which is individual citizens in association with police and criminal justice agencies. As for example, The area of Bandar Warisan Puteri has 2 police stations that residents can refer if there is any problems occurs, especially when it involves with crime or related issues that need to settle by responsible officers. For our residential area, the nearest police station is Sikamat area, which is Balai Polis Sikamat and Balai Polis Pantai. But then, there are also issues arise in the area, which is lack of police officers on duty, especially during night shifts. Fourthly, in terms of infrastructure, at our neighborhoods, there is lack of quality and shortage of adequate skilled manpower. This is because there are many cases that happen related because of the infrastructure at the neighborhood. Question 6. What effects has the characteristics of neighborhood in Bandar Warisan Puteri had on your life so far? Firstly, the importance of security among the residents. Security is important to the resident as it can ensure the safety to the residents. The residents will feel safe when there is security in their neighborhood. This security will prevent the area from crime to be occurred. Besides that, security is considered as the characteristics that the neighborhood had, as security taught the resident to be careful in their area. Secondly, the importance of joining the club organized by the neighborhood. There is a club in the neighborhood, and the purpose for this club is for the residents to get closer to each other and to know their neighborhoods. The club that is organized by the neighborhood must bring benefits to all residents. It could not only invite certain residents, but it must include all residents who live in the area. Through the club, the residents will be able to know their neighbor, as they can share story or experience to make a good relationship. When they have good relationship to each other, they can establish mutual relationship among them. Mutual relationship can help the residents when they face a problem. Thirdly, the importance of event organized at the surau by the neighborhood association. The event organized is to help the residents to know each other. Since there are 3 different persons, they could cohere to each other by joining the event. The example of event organized at the surau such as religious lecture, education, gotong royong event, and others. In conclusion, it is revealed that this society also not excluded from the concept of urbanization that has been learned in urban sociology. Terms like security, issue of cohesiveness among neighbors, gated society, and others have been mentioned in the writing means that it is the nature of urban society to face with those issues. In addition, opportunities, advantages, and disadvantages of the area show that these elements also affect the quality of life of the residents. And thus, we should not ignore problems and challenges that also rise together with the urbanization in our country, because it may affect us whether in minor or major without our notice. Now, it's time to say goodbye to Bandar Warisan Puteri. We hope you enjoy the tour around our neighborhood. Hopefully, the information that we have shared will give you the insight on the neighborhood in Bandar Warisan Puteri. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum.